Hey there, what's up? This is Tiffany. Welcome to May's Messages from the Angels. I'm really happy to be talking to you from Hawaii right before Ken and I head back to Nicaragua again in a few weeks. And this week I worked with a bunch of clients who wanted to talk about relationship issues. So I'm going to pull a card from my romance deck. I really like this deck even though I don't use it very much. Because it brings a lot of truth to the surface. And, you know, people ask me a lot of relationship questions like, are we going to get back together? Is he the one? And they are sometimes a little bit, like I feel a little bit nervous when people ask those questions, only because hidden beneath that, are we going to be together? Is he the one? There's so much fear around it that there's almost this like to deliver them the message that maybe they don't want to hear is just one of those challenging parts of what I do. But as long as I do it with grace and love, with the angel guidance, it's all good. But that doesn't mean everyone's willing to hear what the answer I'm giving is. So, you know, that's another thing. So if you're questioning things in your relationship, I feel like this is romance. We're just, you know, like I'll use this deck for whether it's romance or it's really all about coming back to yourself. But I'm feeling a lot of romance on the brain for people right now. So I'm just shuffling around looking for that card. There it is right there. Okay. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Oh my God, I love this because I've been wanting to do a video on where is he? Because so many people talk to me and they're like, where is he? I'm 30 something, I'm 20 something. It feels like forever. Am I always going to be alone? And we go on this like tangent in our mind where maybe we're not good enough. Maybe we're being too picky. What is wrong with us? And I want you to know that first of all, patience is the key to freaking everything in life, and it's not easy to do. I have a hard time with it. You have a hard time with it. We all have a hard time with it because when we want something, we want it now. You know, we don't want to wait for it. We don't want to go through the process. The same holds true for soulmates. Obviously, we have this longing to connect with the man of our dreams or the woman of our dreams or that soulmate where it's just easy and effortless. And yes, it's great coming from someone who has had a fiance who left her. I was single for most of my life. He was my first boyfriend. I was 23. And then after that, I had to wait another 5 years before I met Ken. And so there's a lot of personal time I had without being in a relationship. I wasn't the kind of person who always needed to be in a relationship. But I still questioned who I was. Why don't guys like me? What's wrong with me? Yada, yada, yada. Patience is key. Through that time of when you're single, or whether if you're just thinking about breaking up with someone or you're newly single, whatever it is, value that time, whatever it looks like in the present moment. It's going to change. You're going to meet him or her. Don't worry. The process is you fully working on your sense of self and developing and empowering who you are so that when you do attract your soulmate, you can stand alone. You don't need this person to fill a void. That's not going to be a soulmate relationship. That's a relationship based on fear. Because you're looking to fill that sense of lack within yourself via someone else's seeming love for you. Okay, that's going to create a lot of problems, and that's why relationships mainly fail, because people go into them not understanding why they are choosing it in the first place. So in order to attract a soulmate, remember, so many things have to conspire that the universe is doing, and that takes time. You want that guy to be ready for you or that woman to be ready for you. The universe has to conspire. That person needs to work through a lot of the kinks in their own personal self-development. You need to work through your kinks. Get through all that crappy, gunky stuff so that when you are finally ready to meet one another, you're both in a position to say yes, and you're coming from a place of abundance already. After Ken and I met, we realized that we had been to some of the same parties. Like a couple years prior, there was a party we were both at in October when we met the next January. And I was like, I am so grateful we didn't meet, because I was not ready for you. I would not have been able to handle the kind of love you were trying to give me. Like, there's no way. I would have fully resisted, even though it was what I wanted, because I was desperate for love and attention. But at the same time, I wasn't able to receive it because I didn't love myself enough. So coming back to this card, calling in your soulmate. Know that calling in your soulmate is really what happens when you call in your true self. The work is inner. The work is coming to a place of love and acceptance and abundance within yourself, loving yourself more completely. And then from there, the magic, so it looks like, manifests itself, because he or she's going to be a reflection of the love that you feel within. You're always going to be working through shit, even in that relationship. So you may be in a relationship wondering if he is your soulmate. Well, ask yourself, do I want to work through stuff with him? Is this a person that I feel like I can partner with? And that will be your answer for now. Ken and I have struggles, but in the end, am I willing to break up with him when something is really irking me? No, because there's just too much awesomeness happening that it wouldn't make sense. So it enables me to pay attention and work through those issues that I have, oftentimes on my own. There's so much stuff we do in relationships and out of relationships. The work doesn't change, my friend. There's just more of the same. And so just value what you have in this very moment and keep going deeper. Go deeper into the true you, and you will find your soulmate. But that soulmate is really you. You loving you. Okay, I love you so much. I hope you have a great May. Don't forget to comment below, and make sure you email me if you have any questions. I love you so much. This is Tiffany with Follow the Feel Good. Aloha.